Once I learned how to have non-ejaculatory orgasms, my sex life changed forever. Hey guys, I'm Alex Grendy, a men's sex coach here to help you overcome performance anxiety in the bedroom and become the best lover that you can be. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you can stay up to date with all of my new videos. Also, be sure to click the link in the description to get my free training on how you can last as long as you want in the bedroom and pleasure any woman in ways she'll never forget. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be sharing about what a non-ejaculatory orgasm actually feels like and some of my personal experiences with them. First of all, a non-ejaculatory orgasm is very similar to what it sounds like. It's when we can separate ejaculation and orgasm and be able to feel all that pleasure of an orgasm without releasing any semen. This is really important because when you can master your sexual energy and you can consistently have non-ejaculatory orgasms, then you can practice semen retention really gracefully, and this enables you to have that increased energy, more mental clarity, your immune system will be boosted, and you'll also be able to last as long as you want in the bedroom. But what does a non-ejaculatory orgasm actually feel like? Well, one thing's for sure, it is a much different feeling than an actual ejaculation. When we ejaculate, our brain releases a cocktail of different chemicals like vasopressin, oxytocin, and serotonin, as well as many others. And this gives us this burst and an explosion of pleasure for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then we're feeling really depleted and super drained and tired. However, on the other side, you have non-ejaculatory orgasms where you're riding these waves of heightened pleasure that last much longer, and you're able to have multiple orgasms throughout a lovemaking session as opposed to just one quick ejaculatory explosion. And as opposed to an ejaculation where you're super depleted and after you just want to kind of go to bed, non-ejaculatory orgasms will actually energize you and fill you up with love. So after a lovemaking session, you'll still be able to be with your partner and have that intimacy, and you won't be tired at all, so you can really bask in that love and energy that you've created together. In my experience, non-ejaculatory orgasms are a lot more subtle than an ejaculation, so it's really important to not compare the two. The pleasure that I feel during non-ejaculatory orgasms is much more dispersed throughout my entire body. Like, my hands can get tingly, my arms can have a tingly sensation, also my legs and my feet, and as well as getting my face and lips numb sometimes. So this energy is all over my body as opposed to an ejaculation where it's really more centered around my genitals. I have had so many different experiences with non-ejaculatory orgasms, and honestly, every single time that I do a self-pleasure practice or I'm having sex with a partner, it's completely different than the next. Sometimes the pleasure can be really subtle and honestly be a little bit disappointing, especially when comparing it to ejaculation. One time I had such intense full body orgasms and pleasure that I was just like shaking uncontrollably. I was profusely sweating, and afterwards I was in so much pleasure, honestly, I just couldn't talk. I was so confused and just like in shock of like, what just happened. I tried to explain the feelings to the partner that I was with, and it wasn't possible. Like, I couldn't explain what I was feeling, and I had never felt that before. I was just like walking around smiling from ear to ear like I was high or something. It was absolutely nuts. And this is the beauty of pleasure. It has no limits. There is no ceiling, and it will continue to surprise us again and again. There's no end point where it's like, okay, I've reached my pleasure potential. It's something that's just ongoing, and that is such an exciting part about pleasure and exploring yourself. However, the best way for me to describe what the most consistent feeling of non-ejaculatory orgasm feels like for me, it would be that moment right before ejaculation, where your heart rate's elevated, you're close, your body starts to convulse a little bit. So it's just like a, you know, that moment right before where you feel that convulsion, you feel the chills going up your spine, and that pleasure is moving through your body. And then you move that sexual energy away from your genitals and keep dispersing it throughout your body. So that would look something like this. oh, oh, oh. Then there's a more advanced practice that I move into that's like an ejaculation replacement, and this leaves me so satisfied and just fully energized and completely blissed out at the same time. Guys, when you can fully master your sexual energy and consistently have non-ejaculatory orgasms, then you put yourself in a position where you control when you ejaculate and you determine how long you want to last in the bedroom. Now, if you're a man who's currently experiencing performance anxiety in the bedroom in the form of erectile dysfunction or premature ejaculation, click the link in the description below to get my free training on how you can last as long as you want in the bedroom and pleasure any woman in ways she'll never forget. I hope this video was of value to you, and if it was, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below. Have you ever had a non-ejaculatory orgasm? What did it feel like for you? Or are you working towards having one? I would love to hear from you in the comment section below, and please feel free to suggest topics for new videos. I'm Alex Grendy from Superior Lovers, and I'll see you around.